Once upon a time, in a quiet valley between tall green mountains, there lived a young man named Elias. Elias was only 22 years old, but his heart felt much older. His mind never rested. From the moment he woke up until he closed his eyes at night, his thoughts were like a noisy marketplace, always loud, always busy, always restless. He thought about mistakes from the past. He worried about challenges of the future. Even when he was sitting still, his mind ran faster than his body. He often said to himself, "Why can't I stop thinking? Why can't I just feel calm like other people?" Days went by, weeks passed, and Elias grew more and more tired. He could not enjoy the beautiful nature around him. He could not sleep peacefully. He even forgot how to laugh freely with his friends. One evening, as he sat by the river with his head in his hands, an old traveler who was passing by noticed his sadness. The man, with a long white beard and calm eyes, asked softly, "Young one, why does your face look so heavy with worry?" Elias looked up and sighed. "Sir, my mind is never quiet. I feel like I live in a storm of thoughts. I cannot find peace. Do you know where peace can be found?" The old traveler gave a small smile. "I have heard of a wise master who lives on the other side of these mountains. They say he once was a great teacher in the city, but left everything to live close to nature. People say he knows the secret of silence, the kind of silence that brings peace inside the heart. If you truly seek peace, go and find him." At that moment, Elias felt a spark of hope. For the first time in many months, he had a reason to walk forward. He decided he must meet this master, no matter how difficult the journey might be. The next morning, Elias packed some bread, water, and a blanket. He started walking toward the mountains. The path was not easy. The sun burned during the day, and the cold wind froze him at night. His feet hurt from the stones, and sometimes he thought of giving up. But every time doubt came, he whispered to himself, "If peace exists, I must find it." And with that thought, he kept walking. After many days, he reached the small village where the wise master lived. At the edge of the village, under the shade of tall trees, stood a small wooden house covered with vines and flowers. Birds sang sweetly around it, as if even nature itself was calmer in that place. On the porch of the house sat an old man. His eyes were closed, his breathing soft, and his face shone with a kind of peace Elias had never seen before. Elias stood silently, almost afraid to disturb him. Finally, with courage, he whispered, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. Please, can you teach me how to find peace?" The old man slowly opened his eyes. He looked at Elias kindly and nodded. "So, you are searching for peace of mind? Then follow me. I will give you a small task." The master walked into his garden. He took a clay cup and filled it with clear water until it was completely full, right to the edge. He carefully handed the cup to Elias and said, "Take this cup and walk to the old oak tree at the far end of the village. Then return to me. But remember, do not let even one drop of water fall." Elias looked at the cup, then at the long road ahead. The path passed through the busy center of the village, where children played, shopkeepers shouted, and animals roamed freely. He thought to himself, "How can I walk there without spilling?" But he respected the master, so he took a deep breath, held the cup with both hands, and started walking. Step by step, he moved slowly. His eyes never left the water. His arms grew tired, but he tightened his grip. Around him, children laughed, dogs barked, merchants called customers, but Elias ignored them all. His entire world became that one fragile cup of water. Finally, after what felt like hours, he returned to the porch. His hands shook with relief, but the cup was still full. "Grandfather," he said proudly, "I did it. Not a single drop was lost." The old man's lips curved into a calm smile. "Very good. But tell me, Elias, as you walked through the village, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the merchants shouting? Did you notice the barking dogs?" Elias shook his head. "No, master. I saw nothing and heard nothing. My eyes were only on the water. I was too afraid to lose focus." The old man placed a gentle hand on Elias's shoulder and said, "And that, my son, is the secret. Peace is not about stopping the world around you. Peace is about learning to keep your mind here, in this very moment, just as you did with the cup. When you focused only on the water, there was no room for fear of the past or worry for the future. For that time, your mind became silent, and silence is where peace is born." Elias stood still, feeling the truth of the words. It was so simple, and yet so powerful. He realized that peace was never something to search for outside. It was always within him, waiting for his attention to rest in the present. Tears filled his eyes. He bowed deeply and whispered, "Grandfather, I understand now. If I want to calm my storm, I must keep my mind here, not in yesterday or tomorrow. Peace lives in this moment." The master nodded. "Remember this lesson each day. Life will always be noisy, full of voices, fears, and distractions. But if you carry your cup of water inside you, your focus on the present, you will always find silence, no matter where you are." As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of gold and red, Elias walked back through the village. But he was no longer the same young man. The storm inside him had quieted. His steps were lighter, his eyes softer, and for the first time in years, a genuine smile appeared on his face. Dear friend, if you have ever felt like Elias, trapped in a storm of thoughts, unable to find peace, remember the lesson of the cup. Focus on this moment, and let silence be your guide. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us, what is the cup in your life that helps you stay present? Don't forget to like this video if you felt inspired, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that bring light, wisdom, and peace to your everyday life. Until we meet again in the next story, may your heart stay calm, your mind stay present, and your soul stay at peace. Dear friend, if you have ever felt like Elias, trapped in a storm of thoughts, unable to find peace, remember the lesson of the cup. Focus on this moment, and let silence be your guide. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us, what is the cup in your life that helps you stay present? Don't forget to like this video if you felt inspired, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that bring light, wisdom, and peace to your everyday life. Until we meet again in the next story, may your heart stay calm, your mind stay present, and your soul stay at peace.